In terms of having sort of realistic time frame, it's also important to understand when we talk about 24 hours, this does not mean 24 hours of back-to-back agonizing contractions. What that means is that there's a lot of downtime with our first labor. Because our first labor is often the longest, that doesn't mean that we're doing more work. It means there's often a lot more waiting as our body gradually warms up. To give an example of this, I once read a birth story where a partner wrote down every single contraction that his wife had during labor. Now, I will reassure the partners that you don't actually have to do that. You can check in with the timing of contractions about once an hour so that you know where they are. You do not have to write down every single contraction. But the benefit of this particular story was that we had pages and pages and pages to look at of the timing of her contractions. 3:10, 1 minute. 3:20, 1 minute. 3:30, 1 minute. So what could we look at? We added up how many minutes had this woman actually been in pain in a textbook 24-hour labor. And when we added it up, it was 3.5 hours. That gives you an idea of how much downtime there often is. And a big part of coping with our very first labor is focusing on the downtime in between our contractions when we actually feel okay. Rather than focusing on the 45 seconds of pain, we focus on the 5 minutes in between where we feel just fine.